And good morning. This is my third Christmas present message to the martial arts world. I told myself I'd do a message every day from now until Christmas, and so this is number 3. This morning I'm going to talk about what is an act of marketing. An act of marketing is like an act of training. You know, you're best when you train consistently, at just the right pace, not too hard, not too soft, and that you are consistent in it. And it's the consistency more than the workout individually that makes you grow, yes? Well, marketing is the same way. A lot of schools market in a knee-jerk fashion. Oh, we don't have enough business, let's do our marketing. Or you market in a kind of a rigid, formulaic way, you know, that you used to do or that you learned from someone else. And marketing is much more like fighting in that you have to be able to turn on a dime, and if what you're working on isn't working, then you go to plan B, and it happens just like that. Most importantly is the fact that you have a finite amount of time. So there are 30 days, give or take, in every month. Of those 30 days, you have about 20 working days in every month. If we want to begin with the end in mind, in reference to marketing, what I want out of my marketing are leads. And of course, I want those leads to turn into members. How many leads do I want? A long time ago, I established a base of 30 new students a month in a school. Now, for some of you, that would be far too many. For some of you, you're in a situation where you might need or feel like you need more. But let's start there. To get 30 solid students, you'd have to have 60 solid leads. And when you're really on your game, 60 leads turn into 30 new students. You did 10 acts of marketing, 20 working days a month. The goal of that is to get 3 solid leads a day. 3 solid leads a day, 20 working days of the month. That's 60 leads. When you're on your game, 60 leads turn into 30 students. Now let's talk about an act of marketing. There are 3 kinds of acts of marketing: good, great, and ingenious. Good act of marketing is handing somebody a business card or a guest pass. A great act of marketing would be having an envelope that you give all your students that have 10 guest passes in them and having them distribute them among their friends and co-workers and so on. An ingenious act is when you've done something that has the head of the school system calling you and asking what they can do to serve you, or would you please come into their district and teach whatever it is that you've designed. Now, they're really the work of a master teacher. And if you're in an area where you have a lot of competition, everybody's going to do good ones. A lot of schools will do great ones, but ingenious ones, now that's where you really earn your pay. An ingenious act of marketing, for example, is to take the anger management course that I designed with Dr. Tony Fiore. This isn't a sales pitch, this is an actual, discussion about what an ingenious act is. Take the time to get you and your staff up to speed on anger management. Create a program with all the accoutrements, the banners and the website, and make sure everybody's well trained, and then go into your community addressing a subject that nobody else is addressing. And if they are, they're not doing it nearly as creatively or innovatively as you could, as a performer, as a teacher, as a martial artist. So that's ingenious, because you can cultivate a market that doesn't currently exist, but it takes forethought, yeah? Again, it's like planting, Some crops you can plant and expect an almost immediate return. Some take a little bit longer, and then sometimes the best crops, the fruit trees and all that, you have to cultivate those for a long time. And that's what you want to do with your marketing. If you rely on the short-term return, you end up doing things that aren't indicative of your best effort. But doing a simple act of marketing is not a big, overwhelming task. And the first thing to do is to do a quantity of acts of marketing, and then to try to improve the quality. And if you had 2 or 3 people helping you in your school, and each one did 5 to 10 acts of marketing a day, you start to gain some real momentum. In fact, you might be doing more marketing than anyone that you know. In addition to that, marketing today is so inexpensive compared to what it used to be. You are your own media company. Write your own articles, and you make your own films, and you distribute them for free. And in today's marketing environment, you can always do something. You don't have to have money even. And the best marketing is done when you practice management. And of course, management is the art of getting things done through the efforts of others. everybody is involved. It's not me, it's not you, the school owner. It's learning how to cultivate this in your students. And I'll tell you, recording the journey of your martial arts and what you're learning and what you're experiencing and filming it along the way, that's a huge benefit to the person involved. It's also some of your best advertising. Big part of the Ultimate Black Belt Test has been recording this journey. We have thousands and thousands of blog posts. You should have everybody in your school writing about what they're doing, not just because of the marketing aspect, but because those memories will be precious. This is your lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if I can ever be of assistance, my phone number is right here on the screen. Oh, and that picture behind me, that's Master Okazaki, who came here to Hilo in the early 1900s, and in that picture is his student Wally J.